Alright, Grenada, Carriacou, PD Mountain, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's time to say good morning to you for this wonderful Thursday morning. It's Thursday, the 9th day of January in the year 2025. Of course, I'm Gordon Joseph. I'll be with you until I'm through. Yeah, that's at 9, right? It's a good day to have a good day. Yeah, thanking God for life and the health that I've got. It's not 100%, but I'm thankful for it anyways. How are you doing this morning? Yolan Swan. Good morning to you, Catherine Phillips, Cicely Blackman, Yulin Alexander, Sylvina Charles, Monica Miros Williams, Mary E. Banks. Oh my goodness, my people are up with me this morning as always. Hope you all had a great night. And we're all up to face the challenges of this brand new day. And trust me, it can be challenging at times. Yeah, it really can. But you've got what it takes within you. You've got what it takes within you to go through, you know. Persevere, man. Stick to it. Veronica Sandy, good morning to you. Mildred Smith, back in the ice box. Zamora, good morning to you. And Judy, good morning. Shem, hope you all are doing fine. Good morning to my friends on Flatbush. Good morning. Winsome Slocum, good morning. How are you doing? Joan Brathwaite Batson, good morning. Mr. Joseph, listeners and viewers, good morning. Gracelyn Rubin, good morning, good morning. And having said that, good morning to you, Miss Ruben Thomas, all right? Yeah, the wife of Mr. Ruben Thomas out there in, that's Wester Hall or Calavini? Wester Hall, yeah. Good morning to you. I hope you all are doing fine. Yep. Good. It's that time. I know this is Yulin's song. Yeah.
Holy Spirit, take
Holy Spirit,
fill my soul.
Love to hear that.
Holy Spirit, take my soul.
It's a Thursday. Time to make a joyful noise. You were on the wake-up list this morning. Thank God for that. Good morning to you, Doc and Candy, all the way in Winnipeg. Spice Queen, good morning to you. How you do, me dear? We're losing touch, right? Zobaida Zobi Duncan, how you doing, girl? How was the holidays? I ain't getting no harm yet, you know. Good morning. Let's head on to the word of the day. That word of the day today, that word is eloquent. Eloquent, and it is spelled E-L-O-Q-U-E-N-T. Eloquent. And what it means fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. Eloquent. Fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. And we can use it this way in a sentence. His eloquent argument won the debate. His eloquent argument won the debate. 23 minutes on to 7. That was the word of the day. Nadisha, good morning to you, my dear friend. And the folks inside of Cafe Louis and family, good morning. How are you doing? Good morning to Holmesy, Abigail, and the entire family. The folks inside of Cafe Crowshoe and surrounding areas, the Sandersons. The motivational tip of the day is up next, yeah? And it says, begin each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your mindset and sets a positive tone. Yeah. Begin each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your mindset and sets a positive tone. Write it down. I'm thankful for this. I don't have a refrigerator filled with meat and everything, but I have enough to eat today. Or maybe for breakfast. Lunch will come. Dinner will come. Hey, you're in Grenada. No one will leave you hungry, all right?
Lord Jesus, our Savior.
Yeah. Good morning to the Isaacs and Hope.
Let the heaven
Welcome back.
praise his name. Hallelujah.
The Callis family, good morning. Teacher Rufin, good morning. Verna, good morning to you. The nutritional health tip comes up next.
And you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
Cancers can affect anyone, regardless of age or gender. People are exposed to developing cancers due to genetics, exposure to cancer-causing elements in their environment, and lifestyle practices. Although less common, cancers also affect children. The most common cancers found in children are bone cancer, tumors, which affect the brain and central nervous system, and lymphoma. Symptoms of cancer in children may be similar to other common illnesses among children. However, there are severe and consistent symptoms that you should pay close attention to and seek medical attention for immediately. These include bone and joint pain, constant tiredness and weakness, pale skin, bleeding or bruising, fever or weight loss, consistent headaches, dizziness, nausea and vomiting, blurred or double vision, swelling in the abdomen, consistent pain in any particular location of the body, swelling of the lymph nodes, and frequent infections or flu-like symptoms. Children can be treated for cancer, but treatment may differ depending on the type of cancer and how advanced the cancer is. Common treatment includes surgery, chemotherapy, radiation therapy, immunotherapy, and stem cell transplant. The National Cancer Institute states that the causes of most childhood cancers are not known, and about 8 to 10% of all cancers in children are caused by an inherited genetic mutation that is passed from parents to their children. When a child is diagnosed with cancer, nutrition should be an integral part of care during and after treatment. Medical nutrition therapy is important in managing nutritional deficiencies and undernutrition that can develop during treatment and in supporting growth, development, and the immune system. Nutrition intervention should begin very early in the process and can support better treatment outcomes. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
Rolls ring a bell? Yes, they keep the body working.
They keep the body growing well. You gotta remember that. It's 90 minutes on to the hour of 7.
Holy Spirit, take my soul.
Good morning, Eggies and Chief.
Spirit, fill my soul.
Curtis, Peck, Philip, and the family. Good morning.
Take my soul.
Hey, Kai. Good morning. What's up, bro? And Mr. Pierre himself, Mr. Michael Soup Pierre. Now, while at this, want to say good morning to Michael Pierre and family, former Speaker of the House out there in Paraclet. Good morning to Sylvia and Hicklin Nayak. Paraclet, good morning. Ashley Cummings, good morning. Lyden Lewis LL, good morning. As a matter of fact, good morning to all the present and past teachers of the Paraclet Government School, man. Good morning. Teacher Dawn, how are you doing? You're missing the thing, right? Yeah, she's missing the classroom. I know that.
Spirit, take me to a
What's buzzing this morning? Quickly, let's see what's buzzing. All right, Grenadians urged to make use of free movement and CSME skills certificate. Huh?
let your Holy Ghost fill.
In the region, no HMPV cases in the Bahamas as ministry monitors Eastern outbreak. Internationally, Trump asked a U.S. Supreme Court to halt sentencing in New York hush money case. And in sports, PCB, that's the Pakistan Cricket Board, relocates the ODI Tri-Series venues ahead of the 2025 Champions Trophy. A whole lot of things happening, man. What with Trump, boy?
My God is my God.
My good friend in the U.S. always sends me a morning quote. Here it is this morning. It says, Thursday blessing. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with the whole heart. Have a blessed Thursday. Thank you, Papi. Good morning to you and the entire family. Yep. Early and all the way in the U.S. Good morning.
Was in my heart I
Yeah, those of you out in the diaspora, good morning. Those in Canada, those in the UK. Yvonne Courtney, good morning. Natalia Ross, good morning. Lendon Amade, good morning. Jennifer Lawrence, Yvette James. How do you do? I'm seeing some new people logging in, and that's beautiful. As my dad would say, that's fruitiful. Good morning to Wester Hall. Well, of course, you know, if I come to Wester Hall, I must say good morning to the First Family, Pastor Laurie Dominic and the First Family, the congregation of the Wester Hall New Testament Church of God, as they continue the 21 days of fast and pray. Yeah, as we intercede on behalf of the nation, man, and the world. Yeah, good morning, Bishop George Fletcher and family, Sister Celia, good morning. Nixon, Nilon, Nila, Nicole, Jason, Jaden, Jada. What's his name again, boy? Can't remember the little boy's name. But nonetheless, good morning to all of you. Pastor Dave King and family, good morning. Mom, good morning to you. Folks, it's just about that time when we take that break, because we've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the weather coming up right after these messages.
For 30 years, we've been driven by a commitment to our customers and to continuously improving our standards of quality.
Through every success and challenge, your support remains unwavering.
That loyalty has inspired us to listen, learn, and return with a renewed commitment.
We've taken important steps to ensure that your health and safety remain top priority.
And each bottle is a reflection of our promise to deliver the highest standards of quality.
As we move forward, we want to thank you for always standing by us.
We are honored and extremely grateful to be back. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And cheers to 30 more years.
I think you don't measure up anymore. You never pick up on any of my signals. I think we should stop seeing each other. I went to courts and I realized size does matter.
Say goodbye to your old TV and hello to a new one from Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
This is a GBN Morning News for today, Thursday, January 9th, 2025 rather. Coming up in the news, Grenadians urged to make use of free movement and a CSME skills certificate. In the region, no HMPV cases in the Bahamas as ministry monitors Eastern outbreak. Internationally, Trump asked the U.S. Supreme Court to halt sentencing in New York hush money case. And in sports, PCB relocates ODI tri-series venues ahead of the 2025 Champions Trophy. We've got the details of these and so much more after these messages.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
A good Thursday morning to you with the news in detail. I am Gordon Joseph. One of the fundamental pillars of the CSME is the free movement of skills and labor, which provides the right of a CARICOM national to seek work and or engage in gainful employment in all CARICOM member states, with the exception of the Bahamas, Montserrat, and Haiti, without the need to obtain a work permit. Garth Walters emphasized the importance of taking advantage of this opportunity, encouraging Grenadians in particular to utilize the benefits that come with the free movement of labor. He explained that the policy, which established as a step toward enhancing economic integration within the region, even though CARICOM has yet to implement a broader policy that allows for the unrestricted movement of all citizens across member states. We have more in this slot.
Free movement in its current construct is premised on having a skill and obtaining a CSME skills certificate. This will allow you to go to any of the member states party to the treaty to work and live indefinitely and enjoy most of the benefits of that member state.
Now, to take advantage of this provision, nationals must obtain a CARICOM skills certificate, a requirement for accessing the free movement of skills and labor. This certificate applies only to CARICOM member states that are part of the CSME, and the application process for it can be completed in any CARICOM country.
Once you are a CARICOM national of a nation that is party to the CSME. So this would exclude the associate member states, the Bahamas, and Montserrat, and Haiti, due to various reasons which we are working very hard to organize.
Kimala Francis, also a Foreign Service Officer in the Foreign Affairs Ministry, provided further clarification on the application process, outlining the necessary steps for obtaining the CARICOM Skills Certificate.
The process is quite simple. From Grenada's, we first have to work on the premise that within each CARICOM member state there may be differences, but generally these will apply to what I'm going to tell you that happens in Grenada. One of the first places you will go to is GNAB, Grenada National Accreditation Board. You will go there with your qualification, whether academic. They would need to verify. After which you will proceed to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to submit the following documents: a completed form, 2 passport-sized pictures, a copy of the data bio page of your passport. You will also need a certificate of good character. You will also need a birth certificate. Now, if you are married, you will come with your marriage certificate as well as the copy of the biodata page of the passport of your spouse and your dependents.
Reports have reached the GBN on Wednesday of concerns whether or not the $50 commemorative banknote printed for Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence last year is being accepted in other Eastern Caribbean Currency Union member countries. This report stemmed from a post on social media under which claims were made that the note was refused in St. Vincent and Antigua. Many took to the comment to dispel this by sharing their experiences of the note being accepted across several countries. A release on the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank's website dated August 7th, 2024 states, and I quote, "The $50 banknote will be issued only in Grenada, but could be used in any of the member countries of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union." End of quote. The Brooklyn-based Grenadian American Ex-Teachers Association, GAETA, last week honored the Grenadian cultural group Quake USA and 6 outstanding individuals during its 5th annual Yuletide Gala at the Nazareth Regional High School in Brooklyn. Cicely Mason, GAETA's long-standing president, said the honorees were recognized for their outstanding contributions in the diaspora in the areas of culture, community service, and education. Besides Quake USA, who were recognized for their roles in culture, Euden Mason and Beverly Hood were honored for community service, Hermelin Thomas and Daryl Cador for education, Caroline Perry for entrepreneurship, and Eugene McQuinn as inspirational motivator. Although the membership consists mostly of Grenadians, Vincent said Quake USA has opened its doors to members from other Caribbean islands. Founded in 1990, Gaeta said it focuses on promoting scholarship and fostering cultural pride among young people of Grenadian ancestry. Recently, the association held a poetry and essay writing competition to mark Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence from Great Britain, in which 10 students ranging from ages 12 to 17 received cash prizes and trophies for their literary works. Gaeta said it also assists needy families in the Brooklyn community and in Grenada with school and other educational supplies, provides tuition assistance to Grenadian students studying in the U.S., and participates in several humanitarian efforts. Now that concludes the first segment of news, the local segment. The regional and international developments are straight ahead. They will be followed closely by the sports and the weather. In the region, we stop off in the Bahamas, where the Bahamas has reported no cases of the human metapneumovirus or the HMPV, despite recent outbreaks in eastern countries. The Ministry of Health there said HMPV, discovered in 2001, causes flu-like symptoms, including cough, fever, and nasal congestion. The virus spreads more rapidly during winter and spring months. The ministry's National Communicable Diseases Surveillance Unit continues monitoring for potential health threats. In a historic first for Anguilla, the Royal Anguilla Police Force destroyed firearms as part of the CARICOM Impacts Firearms Training and Activities Week. The landmark event, which occurred at 9 a.m. on Wednesday, marked a significant step forward in the region's efforts to combat illegal gun ownership and violence. The destruction of firearms comes amid a week of intensive training organized by CARICOM Impacts, which aims to strengthen the capacity of law enforcement across the Caribbean. The training, which began on January 6th and runs until January 10th, covers critical topics such as firearms destruction and other strategies for managing the proliferation of illegal firearms. And looking further afield, United States President-elect Donald Trump has asked the Supreme Court to pause proceedings in his New York criminal case related to hush money payments to an adult film star. The court filing, released on Wednesday, comes just 2 days before Trump is set to be sentenced in the case. Trump was convicted last May on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, which prosecutors said Trump did in the run-up to the 2016 presidential election to hide an affair that could have been politically damaging. Last week, Judge Juan Machan ordered the sentencing to take place on Friday, just 10 days before Trump takes office. In the Supreme Court filing, Trump's lawyers asked for an immediate stay of the sentencing to prevent grave injustice and harm to the institution of the presidency and the operations of the federal government. Such a stay would give time for Trump's ongoing appeal of the case to move forward. The Supreme Court ordered prosecutors to respond to the request by Thursday. That's today. Ukraine has declared that it is ready to replace Hungary in the European Union and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, should Budapest prefer to join Russian-led blocs. The statement was released by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine on Wednesday. Now, while clearly tongue-in-cheek, it also reflects the serious tension that has built up between Ukraine and Hungary, with Budapest offering support for Moscow's narratives over the war in Ukraine and obstructing the Western body's efforts to bolster Kyiv. Kyiv's statement, which was also posted on X, was made in response to the latest manipulative statement from the leadership of Hungary regarding Ukraine's decision not to extend the transit agreement with the aggressor state, Russia, from 2025 onwards, it said. And finally, the California National Guard has deployed troops to help assist with the response to multiple wildfires raging across Los Angeles County, the governor said on Wednesday. Governor Gavin Newsom's office said in a post on X, the state's National Guard and the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection have a unique partnership unlike any other state. The National Guard personnel will join those already in position to fight the fires, the governor's office said. And that completes the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Cricket is the lone fittier this morning. The Pakistan Cricket Board, the PCB, has relocated its ODI tri-series with New Zealand and South Africa to Lahore and Karachi as it readies the two venues to host the Champions Trophy from February 19. The four-match tri-series due to start on February 8th was originally scheduled to be played in Multan, but the PCB has decided to move it to the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore and the National Stadium in Karachi. A move, the board said, reflects the PCB's confidence in the readiness of these upgraded venues. The board said in a statement, given the advanced stage of preparations at the Gaddafi Stadium and the National Bank Stadium, the PCB has decided to relocate the upcoming Tri-Nation ODI series to these two venues. The series, featuring New Zealand and South Africa alongside Pakistan, was originally scheduled to be held in Multan. Both stadiums have been undergoing significant upgrade and renovation work of the season. It has caused some disruption to the calendar, with neither the Gaddafi Stadium nor the National Stadium hosting any of the 7 tests of this season. Karachi was scheduled to host the one test against England, but that was moved to Multan. Multan is also hosting 2 tests against West Indies this month. But the work was widely acknowledged to be necessary, given that Pakistan is hosting its first ICC event in nearly 30 years. The most significant renovation has taken place at the Gaddafi Stadium, where capacity has been increased to 35,000. 2 new digital replay screens have been installed, and an entirely new players and hospitality enclosure has been built. Similar upgrades have been carried out in Karachi's National Stadium, while the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium, which has hosted international and domestic games this season, has undergone more minor enhancements. The PCB said that the Gaddafi Stadium will be set for an inauguration in the last week of January. The board assured the fans, spectators and media that all upgrade work was progressing on schedule and will be completed before or around the set deadlines. 10 and possibly 11 of the 15 matches of the tournament will be played across Lahore, Karachi and Rawalpindi. The remaining games, all involving India and one semi-final, will be played in Dubai, as well as a final should India make it. That is part of the hybrid model agreed upon by the PCB, the BCCI and the ICC after the Indian government did not give permission for India to travel to Pakistan. That's the sports. We'll have more sporting highlights for you in our luncheon edition. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead. 4 minutes after 7, it's time for me to say, I think it's the first interaction for the new year. So happy new year to you, Andre Charles, forecaster at the Met Office of the MBIA. It's time for the morning edition of the weather. Good morning, Andre. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you and good morning to listeners of GBN. And here's weather for today, Thursday the 9th January 2025. Currently it's fair at Point Saline, winds are calm, barometric pressure 13.1 millibars, that's below normal and rising. Present temperature 24.8 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 83%. Yesterday's maximum temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum 23.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 0.4 millimeter of rainfall was recorded, which brings the total for the month to 51.3 millimeters. And now to have a look at the forecast, value for today and tonight. Today we expect some jolly fair conditions with some occasional isolated morning showers. Maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Sea slight to moderate, waves up to 5 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory remains in effect. Tides will be high at 11:30 a.m., low at 6:45 p.m. Sunsets today at 5:58, rises tomorrow at 6:30. Just a repeat of the forecast, but for today and tonight. Generally fair with some occasional isolated morning showers, and a small craft advisory remains in effect. I'm Andre Charles, reporting from the Met Office. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andre. Have yourself a wonderful day now.
Thanks, and same to you.
All right, folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
If you're 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
It's 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Grenadians urged to make use of free movement and CSME skills certificate. In the region, no HMPV cases in the Bahamas as a Ministry of Health monitors Eastern outbreak. Internationally, Trump asked the U.S. Supreme Court to halt sentencing in New York hush money case. And in sports, the Pakistani Cricket Board relocates ODI Tri-Series venues ahead of the 2025 Championships trophy. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, January 9th, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Unlocking opportunities, Excel leads the way in digital advancement every single day. Fair internet access for all to share. Transparent billing with consumer care. Excel 3EC bill safeguarding our rights. Net neutrality, consumer protection shining bright. Mobile number portability available to you. Switch providers seamlessly. Keep your number true. Excel 3EC bill promoting fair play in the digital world. Every single day, affordable services are important for all. Through the EC bill, there'll be progress overall. Excel and the NTRCs connecting our communities.
Excel and the NTRCs digitally transforming our space together.
The St. John's Christian Secondary School 60th anniversary, January 12th to the 19th, 2025, celebrating 60 years of excellence through God's grace and guidance, calling all alumni. Come out and celebrate with us. Here's the calendar of events. On Sunday, January 12th, church service at the school auditorium from 9:30 a.m. Wednesday, January 15th, meet and greet at Belmont Estate 3:30 p.m. Thursday, January 16th, health fair at the school from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Friday 17th January, chapel day, open forum at 10 a.m., open house at 11 a.m. Sunday, January 19th, gala at the Trade Center from 7 p.m.
Measure up anymore. You never pick up on any of my signals. I think we should stop seeing each other. I went to Courts and I realized size does matter.
Say goodbye to your old TV and hello to a new one from Courts, bringing Christmas home.
Shame of what you do.
right, good morning. 15 minutes gone past the 7 o'clock, and it's time for the conversation. And as you realize, I've got with me two beautiful young ladies this morning, and there's no better way to start my day. I mean, next time, let's do it on a Monday, okay? The first working day of the week. It sets the tone for a good, positive, bright week. But nonetheless, better late than never, they say, right?
That's right.
Good. So with me this morning are, could you imagine this, a mother and a daughter, all right? Miss Ariel and mom is Nicoyan Roberts. And this morning they're proud, she's proud as mom to be sitting with her daughter, but together they're proud because this year they are the first time since the inception of the Sailing Week Festival in 2013 that the entire festival, the Sailing Week, will be managed by Grenadians. The proud Roberts, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Lord have mercy. Hear the harmony in the voices. Oh my goodness.
People always mix us up.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky situation.
I wouldn't hesitate to wonder why. You know, because I mean it's okay. Nonetheless.
I would like to thank you for having us here and say good morning to all of our listeners and our viewers, and thank the managers who have helped with volunteers, with directors, to build the event. The board has taken a serious focus on ensuring that this event is able to have the participation of a lot more Grenadians. And in the past, we've had managers that have Grenadian citizenship, and we thank them for their service. But we want more homegrown Grenadians. We want more people who look like me and Ariel to be involved.
I don't think there are so many beautiful people.
Yes, Grenada is like 114,000, I think. Beautiful people.
Okay.
So we need you there to manage the event. We need you there to help run the races. We need you to be the race officers. We need you to participate. We need you to come at the end of this month, 2 days in Carriacou and the other 4 days in Grenada. 6 days of racing or 5 days of racing.
6 days of parties.
Oh my goodness.
So maybe we can kick off and kind of describe to you what it looks like. But we all know that Grenada has, Petit Martinique, Carriacou and Grenada has a very rich maritime history of boat building and sailing. So from the 26th to the 28th of January, we're in Carriacou. And from the 28th to the 31st of Grenada, we're in, to the 1st of January, we're in Grenada. So we're going to kick off by giving a bit of the schedule, so you can come on down and enjoy yourself. In the day there's racing, and young Grenadian sailors have a chance to network. And if you're not already crewing on a boat, you can chat to some of the captains, the skippers, and they will invite you, if they see that you're fit and you understand the rules of sailing, to come sail with them. It could be the beginning.
Before we go further, you're articulating like you're a sea woman.
I love the sea.
Do you captain?
I don't captain. I just enjoy being on the boat, sailing, feeling the wind in my hair, the salt on my face, seeing the beauty all around me on land and water.
I wish I had that courage to be on the sea like you.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a deep phobia for the sea.
No, the sea is to be embraced, and we're united by the sea in the Caribbean, right?
Definitely.
And we have so much, when you measure the area of sea, ocean that is around us, we have more ocean than land.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and there's so many assets, and the billion-dollar industry of sailing, of yachting, of boat building, of engineering, of being captains, of being stewards, stewardesses. It's phenomenal, and more Grenadians can benefit from it. So I think this is really the message that we're here to give.
Right. And while at that, I would like that on the completion of this year's Sailing Week, we have more dialogue and exposure so that Grenadians can really embrace sailing not just sailing week, but sailing on a whole, because there seems to be a plethora of opportunities in sailing. Of course, we have fisher folks and so forth who venture out, but I am of the opinion that Grenadians more like the land. But because maybe they feel safer on the land, but I had some gentlemen from the port authorities sometime last year, and when they were explaining the number of carry paths that can be found in the sailing industry, I am not certain that the populace is fully aware of that. Everybody looking for the jobs on the land.
That's right. And so that's one of the major thrusts that we have with the Sailing Week this year and moving forward, is that we really want to expose the opportunities to young Grenadians that, like my mom said, this is a $1 billion industry with a capital B, and there are so many opportunities. That's why we're encouraging people to come down, and that's why we're working with sponsors who share that vision. So this year we have Inter-Caribbean Airways, one of the leading regional airlines, and Pure Grenada as our co-title sponsors. We also have Island Water World, Clarkscourt Bay Marina, Seahawk Paints, Mount Gayrum, Solgas, and Port Louis. We have NLA as one of our sponsors as well, and North Sails. So all these sponsors are very focused on youth capacity building and sector development. So we're encouraging everybody to come on down and see the various opportunities, because when you're finding a career for yourself, especially as a young person who grew up in Grenada, we can see it's kind of difficult to find something that's sustainable to provide us with the livelihood that we need with changing times. Everything is getting more expensive, and it seems like the salaries are staying the same.
No, the salary is going down. The salary is regressing while the expenses are advancing.
Exactly. And we're from Grenada. We're so nice. This island is so beautiful. We deserve to be able to have sustainable livelihoods where we enjoy ourselves. We're able to connect to our history. We're able to connect to our culture. And we're able to stay here, stay home, and not always have to leave to go and build a career in America or Canada or England.
For so-called greener pastures.
No.
We don't need to do that.
The grass is green where you water it. The grass is green where you water it.
Yeah.
So we water in.
I love this. I really love this.
Would you like us to share some information about the actual event, and so where Grenadians can come and get engaged with this? JJ?
Of course.
Go ahead.
Fantastic. Start with Carriacou.
Okay, so excitingly enough, we have a feeder race coming from Barbados. So they're leaving Barbados on the 23rd of January, and then they're going to arrive in Harveyville, Carriacou on January 24th. So we're anticipating having twice as many boats this year as last year, please the Lord, coming over safely from Barbados. So that gets things started in Carriacou. Then the rest of the fleet comes up to Carriacou on Sunday the 26th, where we kick things off with a welcome party and prize giving at the original Slipway. So we will
That's in Carriacou, right?
That's in Carriacou, in Harveyville. So we will have live band, we will have music, we will have vendors on the beach, we will have Minister Andrews and his team coming down as well, because like we said, we're focusing on the youth engagement. So he's coming down to kind of speak about the boat building curriculum that they're starting up there. Yes, that we're going to be working closely with them to see how we can support that. So that's going to be the first night in Carriacou, Sunday. The first day of sailing on Monday is going to be the Round the Island race. So they're going to be racing around Carriacou, and of course we're going to end the day with a prize giving and party, live band, food on the beach in front of the original Slipway. And then on Tuesday we're going to do the race from Carriacou to Grenada, ending with a pirate party at Le Feu Bleu on that Tuesday evening as well. And then we're going to have registration on that Tuesday for the smaller boats, because Grenada Sailing Week has a range of boats, a lot of different sizes, and so we want to make sure everybody has a chance to participate. So the larger fleet is going to take part in all 5 days of racings, but we want the smaller fleets who maybe didn't feel comfortable making the open water sail from Carriacou to Grenada to still be able to participate. So we're going to have final registration on Tuesday at Le Feu Bleu from 2 p.m. and then the party starts at 6 p.m. So that leads into the 3 days of sailing with the smaller classes in Grenada for the Wednesday, the Thursday, and the Friday. So I'll hand over to my mom to do those last 3 days in Grenada.
Right. So you spoke of the lady on the Wednesday, and the lady, traditionally, you don't really do sailing on the lady, but we felt that it was important to bring something new to the table, have the lighter keel boats, have the youth sailing. The Grenada Sailing Association is a partner in building in terms of getting the young sailors. Some of them are participating in August this year at the Pan American Games. And sailing is, it's an Olympic sport. It's an international sport. And we have this dream of being able to get a sailing team, not just to the Pan American Games this year, but also to the 2028 Olympics.
A sailing Kirani.
Exactly.
You hit the nail on the head.
A jaguar on the water.
Yeah.
There you go. There are so many Kiranis out there just waiting to be discovered. And the Grenada Sailing Week is one of the places where that can be done. You can start to engage them and build them and train them.
While at that, let me just interject. There's a gentleman, he's from the Belmont area, that sailed the Atlantic.
I think met him a few years ago. His name eludes me right now, but we need more of those success stories.
Yeah.
So on the Wednesday, this is sponsored by Inter-Caribbean Airways because they're looking at developing youth and developing our culture and the opportunities for youth in sailing. So on that day, we will have a DJ in addition to the races between 10 and 3, Dollar Wings, Vibes,
a tent.
They will have a tent Mount Gay will have a tent as well. So having different activities, so you can come and lime down at La Fable, and you can also get a chance to see the young people out on the water sailing. And of course, that night, 6 o'clock, we have the prize given again, the official part at 6:30, party time.
She seems to like the latter part of the party time.
Well, she's a young lady, so
that's
the youth.
Balance, the work and the play.
Right.
Okay.
And then on Thursday, we are at Port Louis. We end that evening at Port Louis at Victory Bar.
Yes.
And the Friday, we have the final prize given night, and that's at Prickly Bay Marina. And that will feature Rita Augustine and her band, a live band. There'll be food, there'll be drinks. We have this year another innovation. Last year, the first prizes were Carriacou sloops. They were not made by someone from Carriacou or Petit Martinique or Grenada, but this year we were fortunate, we were blessed enough to have 7 Carriacou sloops built by a Petit Martinican, a Grenadian from Petit Martinique, Clyde Frank, and they are fantastic.
Beautiful.
They are beautiful. I know Mr. Frank, I believe, has displayed his boats at the Biennale in Venice.
Yep.
And this is, again, one of the reasons why we're encouraging more Grenadians to come out and see what Grenadians can do. Because Mr. Frank is a creative who produces world-class craft. These model boats, they sell for, you can make a sustainable livelihood by building model boats.
Yeah.
And we get this opportunity to work with the Office of Creative Affairs so that they can video and show content of him putting these boats together. And we're inviting people. We have our press launch on the 15th. That's next week, Wednesday. The boats will be on display, and you can come to the final prize giving and see quality Grenadian workmanship being presented as first prizes for the races.
That's awesome. Let me ask this: what's about the participation of regional boaters?
Well, we have a lot of participation from the region, which is exciting. What I'm calling on is for more Grenadian participation.
Really?
We have boats coming from Antigua, from Trinidad and Tobago, from Barbados, from St. Vincent, from Bequia. We have boats coming from all around. And every year we have to fight to get the Grenadians to register. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Why do you think that's the case, though?
I don't know if it's because of the lack of familiar faces, maybe, the lack of familiarity, but that's why we're changing it this year. We're calling, this is for everybody, every Grenadian. The yachting community is a beautiful community, and I speak about that when I talk about Grenada Sailing Week, because I started volunteering 5 years ago in 2019. I started as a volunteer, as a young girl, and being exposed to the community, the people are so welcoming, they're so kind, they're very hardworking people, very practical, because when you're on the sea, it can get dangerous. So while they're very alert and mindful and practical, they're having a good time. They're having fun. It's very family oriented. So just because we might not be familiar with something, that doesn't mean it's bad. So I'm trying to tell all the Grenadians, come on down, join us, and be a part of this camaraderie and a part of this legacy that we're building for Grenada.
In addition to that, I know a lot of energies are being put into aquatourism in Grenada. I mean, Carriacou just had its own underwater sculpture park initiated.
That's right.
We have a wonderful one here. So I know a lot of energies and resources are being placed into aquatourism. So this is maybe 2025 should be the year when we sound the horn that Grenada is home to sailing.
That's right.
You know, maybe it's a time to really push that initiative.
And so actually this year, like my mom said, we're working closely with the Grenada Sailing Association and also Pitti Calavini Yacht Club and the Woburn Wind Warriors to really get the youth sailing accessible. So during the entire regatta, we have 2 round-trip tickets, compliments our sponsors Inter-Caribbean Airways, up in silent auction, because we're raising funds to start a free sailing program out of the Grenada Yacht Club for young people within that area. There's already a youth sailing program going on in Guave, in Woburn, and in Egmont through Pitti Calavini Yacht Club and the Grenada Sailing Association and the Woburn Wind Warriors. But we want to bring this class, this skill, more accessible for young people who might not be able to travel to Pitti to Egmont on a Saturday. We want them to be able to come to the yacht club right there and get their sailing class, get a little lunch, and be able to go home learning a skill that can help them build a career in the future. So that's why we're also calling people to come participate, take part in that silent auction, because the money that we raise through this event is not for us to put in our pockets. It's for us to reinvest into Grenada and reinvest into the youth. So like she said, in 2028 we could watch that Grenada Olympic sailing team and say, wow, we did something good.
Yeah, you know, have you ever seen that Jamaican movie Cool Running?
Yes, exactly.
Team. So maybe we could be glued to the TV, not just for Kirani and Lyndon and Anderson and the guys, but we could have a cadre of sailors there as well. Exactly. And if you ask me, we as Grenadians, we are so dynamic and versatile and resilient and everything that if we really put our mind to it, we'll get there.
Yes,
we certainly will. And JJ, I'm going to issue a call for action now to invite people to go to GrenadaSailingWeek.com so they can see the schedule. And if you're interested in crewing, you can just click on to, we have a system called Yacht Scoring where you can put the information that you want to crew. And if you want to register, you can register through GrenadaSailingWeek.com onto Yacht Scoring. We have a young Grenadian sailor. I want to give him a big shout out, Sam Goodchild.
Yes.
The Goodchilds, they settled in Grenada. Sam's sister Hannah taught children to swim. They went to, Hannah and Sam went to Westmoreland. And Sam is a Grenadian sailor now in the Globe Vendée. So you can follow him online
around the world.
He's sailing around the world right now. We met in Antigua last month, a young Antiguan, and she's 19 years old, Janella King, and she's also in 2024 was part of a team that sailed around the world. We met a Grenadian retired chef in Antigua who started to sail when he was 19. I think he's 75 now. When he started, and I tip my hat off to him, he said he was a young 19-year-old and he went off to cook on a yacht. He started working for 120 US a week. At the height of his career, he was raking in $8,000 US a week. He introduced us to so many people when we were in Antigua.
I'm going sailing.
Members of the yachting community.
I'm going sailing.
This is what we're trying to say. There's
sailing.
Opportunities.
GBN, bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye-bye. I'm going sailing.
There you go. Exactly. And he was actually the first black chef to be inaugurated into the Antigua Charter Yacht Hall of Fame as a Grenadian through his work in the yachting industry. So there's opportunities. We just have to present them, let people be aware, invite them to participate, and watch them flourish.
You know what? I started that challenge already, but I'm challenging the local media to let us find local things to highlight.
Yes,
because there are so many unsung heroes that I never knew we had this level of prolific sailors and so forth in Grenada. You're talking about a young 19-year-old that's sailing the world at the moment. Didn't know that. I thought Grenadians only were interested in being a doctor, a lawyer, a policeman, a teacher, a carpenter.
No, we have to change that.
We have to. And let 2025 be the year.
Amen.
Yeah?
Yes, definitely.
I sound like a preacher there.
Yes,
My
definitely.
pastor will be proud of me this morning.
Amen. He will be proud.
Well, as we wrap up, I just want you to go through again the week of activities from the start to the culmination.
All right, so we're going to start off with 2 exciting days in Carriacou, and then we're going to move down to Grenada. So from the 26th of January, Sunday the 26th of January, come on down to the original Slipway, have the welcome party, and then we're going to go down on the Tuesday the 28th to Grenada. We'll see you at La Fer Bleu on the 28th for the pirate party, and then we will sail on Friday the 31st. We have our final prize giving at Prickly Bay Marina, where we will display the 7 model boats built by Mr. Clyde Frank, and we will reveal the winners for the 2 round-trip tickets from Inter-Caribbean Airways for our guests that come to participate. So come on down, check us out on Instagram and Facebook at Grenada Sailing Week for the event schedule and updates.
Mom, you have to have the final say.
Yes.
That was the prelude.
We want 2025 to be bigger and better, and we want the turnout in Grenada to be great, but we want the turnout in Carriacou to be doubly great, because as we know, in July, they suffered a devastating hurricane, and they have been building back better. The event brings revenue to Carriacou by taking, being able to pay for accommodation in Tyrrell Bay and Hillsborough, being able to pay for transportation, being able to pay for food. So we want people to fly up from Grenada, sail up from Grenada, show Carriacou your support. Go visit, enjoy Sailing Week on Sunday the 26th, Monday the 27th, Tuesday the 28th of January. Leave some money into the economy, build relationships that can build our nation through sailing.
I don't think it could have been said any better.
I agree.
You know, I really don't think so. I want to thank both of you, and of course, as I always do, my friend, when she comes in her other hat, wish you all the best. And in as much as I'm not so very into the sea, but expect to see me.
Yeah. We'll be looking out for you,
Yeah,
JG.
definitely. Expect to see me somewhere around. All right? Maybe not in all the events, but the Far Blanc is one of my spots I like there a lot. And yeah, maybe I cannot promise that I'll be in Carriacou, but I definitely will be at one or more of your events.
We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The pleasure is mine. Folks, I've been speaking to the Roberts. They are the locals managing the Grenada Sailing Week this year, and we urge you to go on out and support. You might just get hooked on sailing. All right, not hooked on phonics, hooked on sailing this time. Okay, we take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
The St. John's Christian Secondary School 60th anniversary, January 12th to the 19th, 2025, celebrating 60 years of excellence through God's grace and guidance, calling all alumni. Come out and celebrate with us. Here's the calendar of events. On Sunday, January 12th, church service at the school auditorium from 9:30 a.m. Wednesday, January 15th, meet and greet at Belmont Estate 3:30 p.m. Thursday, January 16th, health fair at the school from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Friday 17th January, Chapel Day, open forum at 10 a.m., open house at 11 a.m. Sunday, January 19th, gala at the Trade Center from 7 p.m.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Union to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are...
It's 16 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. Welcome back to the conversation. And you know what? This conversation I just had with the Roberts, and again, congratulations and thank you for sharing with us this morning. And before I forget, I want to go here and say good morning to Claudia Matthews. All right, she's with us all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much. Clint Francis, good morning. Michelle Bernard, of course. Rose Forrester Brizan, Camilla Magdalene Murray, Mildred, okay. Yeah, listen. I want to spark a provocative conversation with the little time that we have left. And it falls in line with something that I've just read here. Someone says, Brother Innocent, we need investigative journalism. Frankly, we need journalists. I am tired of hearing about Grenadian news on Facebook before a quality report on local media. Nobody digging up facts, uncovering propaganda. We got to do better for 2025 for sure. I want to ask you this. What, as a people, what are your expectations of our local media? What are some of the things you'd like to see? Put us on the spot this morning, and of course I will be taking notes because I myself, I want to improve my craft. I want to be the best that I can be in that field. So tell us, we're not going in the controversial thing this morning about, the politics, and I want to hear from you. What are you expecting? What would you like to see us do, us as media practitioners? Give us a call, 435-2041, because when I heard of certain things this morning, for example, the gentleman from Petit Martinique who is making model boats for the international I never knew that. I never knew we had a 19-year-old sailor who is sailing the world at the moment. These are stories that maybe we as local media practitioners need to highlight, investigate, and report it. We've got so many things to report that are positive, and maybe we try to delve into the negatives a little too much. I want you this morning to call and share your ideas. What would you like from us as media practitioners for 2025 and beyond? Give me a call, 435-2041. Now, be mild with us, okay? Don't say what you gotta say, but don't be too rough. You understand what I'm saying? Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. How are you, sir?
I'm alive and thankful. Welcome.
Thank you. Most of all and foremost, the question now arises, and it's there all the time, but maybe coming to light as of maybe this morning. You in the forefront. The question is, as Grenadians living on the land, the Grenada, Caribbean, Martinique, do we really know the environment in which we live? Do we know the economic potential of the environment in which we live? Do we know what we want, where it is, and where we hope to go? Right. That's the fundamental question. 2, the population in its daily living, daily existence, we could place them in 2 section, if you want to put it that way, or 2 categories, if you want to put it that way, or if you will. The private sector and the public sector. What is our role as a sector? Are we seeing evidence of that role as we traverse each day up around and about, or even looking at Grenada as a nation, as a people? Mr. Joseph, it is high time as a Grenadian, as a nation, we wake up and see ourselves as an integral part of the global market, or the global community, or the global village. And how do we exist in the global village? Remembering, first and foremost, nobody owes us anything.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you. I'm trying to tie this in with what we're trying to achieve this morning as a people. What would you like us as media practitioners to do to be better, to better serve you, because we are servants, really. We bring what is out there to you. All right, and that's what we would like to hear from you. What are your expectations from us this morning? Let's take one of our WhatsApp calls. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Paula, good morning. Welcome.
Morning to you. Greetings.
Many happy returns to you.
Yeah. In response to your question or your request, I would like to see our journalists, encourage the people to do critical thinking. So when they come with a story to you, take it as like, if all the facts are not presented, go and do further investigation, or you do some investigation. Say, okay, I'll hold that there. I'm not sure. You come with the facts. Go and do some investigation yourself. There's, as another journalist says on another station, there's always three sides to a story. Your story, my story, and the truth. Knowledge is out there. It's very prevalent, all kinds of knowledge. Encourage, especially the young people, do investigative. Do critical thinking, investigate. Don't just take the rumor and run with it. Because we like to run with rumors. We hear something juicy and nice, we run with it. So that is what I want the journalists to do. They call on your program, they come with a story, say, okay, I do not know the facts. Yes, I'm listening. I'm not saying you're speaking the truth or not, but I'd like us to investigate more before I could respond. So encourage critical, analytical thinking. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very, very much. All right, it's 10 minutes on to the hour of 8 o'clock. All right. Someone says, here's my expectation. I would love to turn on the radio and hear and feel and visualize Grenada. I'm tired of foreigners coming to Grenada and complaining about the American content they experience. I would like to hear entertainment news that speak about Vaughn, Akeem, Mr. Keeler, Jefferson, far more than I hear about Vibes Cartel or Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I want integrity, drive, and passion in the news efforts, both in gathering the information and broadcasting. I like this. Let's go back to the telephone line and say, good morning. We missed that call. Yeah, well, to be honest with you, it's my intention. It's my intention to do a whole lot of that this year. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm alive and very thankful.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. I love the topic. Investigative reporting is very lacking in Grenada. I would like to see the media investigate some of the troubling social issues, not just report it in a negative manner, but report it, let us know exactly what it is. And there's people and organizations out there trying to fix it. Highlight it, bring it up. Yesterday morning, you have a typical guest, Mr. Lyndon Victor, and what he's trying to do with his foundation. There is a problem out there with the youths. We need to address it. Go on the blogs, talk to the youths, get from them verbatimly what the problems that they're facing and what's going on with it. And there are organizations out there that you can go to and says, hey, we see the problem and this is what we're doing to try and address it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So that people can see it. Same thing with the medical system. Okay. All of it needs to be investigated. Okay. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. You too, my brother. Have a good one. 8 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I'm listening to your program from Mario St. Vincent here concerning the boat racing for the festival. The guys want to know if the boat from Mario could be registered to go down to Carriacou and Grenada for the festival.
Of course you can. Do you remember the website? Please go on the website and all the information is there. I'm going to solicit more information and pass it on through here for you, okay? But I'm certain you can register in Carriacou, right? Yeah, I'm certain you can.
The guys from Mario have already signed Carriacou.
Okay, all right. I'm going to contact the Roberts and get more information so that we can disseminate to you. Okay.
Yeah. But so we can the guys from Canoan and Mario could go and participate here. So they wanted to get some direct information and number that they could call to able to join the team.
Definitely, I will get that information and pass it on. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Daniel.
Thank you. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Mr. Joseph. Greetings. What a powerful suggestion you have made there this morning. Quite worthy of very serious discussion. The media. Probably that is why they call themselves the media fraternity, not a journalistic society, or so that they can practice true journalism. It exists here. It exists in Timbuktu. It exists in Christmas Island. Journalism, which is deep, in-depth reporting of what happens in a society and beyond. What we have here, and to say the truth, and I've said it and I'll say it again, are access repeating trucklers. All they do is suck up to a few newsmakers, repeat, and they don't even have skills in reported or indirect speech. They don't even know that. I have to criticize them because I've said it and I'll say it again. What we need are people to study first the English language, which is, by the way, the official language of this here country. They don't even know it. How can they then report? They cannot report. They refuse to go out and research. Two people just mentioned it there. Go out and research the aspects within the society that affect the population individually, group, and otherwise. Talk to the people. Look at the matters that are in serious. Look. To cut it short, Mr. Joseph, the constitutionality of Grenada, the constitutional architecture of Grenada, not one quote-unquote media worker takes it up. And I did not invent it. It is there, the documentation. Not one of them takes it up and teach the people the facts about the state of the constitution in Grenada. We live in a colonial, perpetual martial law established by the British government, and the leaders of this country continue to suck up to the British, and the media workers of this here country do nothing about it. That is what we want, a total revamping. We want proper education for them, first of all, because that can't happen with a wink of an eye. But we need a lot of work done so that the people of this country can understand their country through history. Some of them even don't even know the history of this here country. What a pity. But I don't want to be too critical on them. I wish them well. Have a nice day, will you, Mr. Joseph, sir, for what it's worth?
Thank you, citizen. Have a nice day. In as much as folks might not like the tone, but there's depth to it, and I really do take on that challenge. Yeah, I am going to aim at being better, and I wish all of us. Someone says, good blessed day, innocent. Do you have any idea of the doctor who did the surgeries for women last year and couldn't continue because of specialists to put patients to sleep? Okay, I guess you're talking about the anesthesiologist. All right. My opinion on our media is not enough verification or research is done before a story is where it just jumped. Okay, let me see. Let me get it back. It jumped on me. All right. Before a story is presented, reporters become too personal about stories, inserting themselves into where is it? It keeps as the messages come. Any case. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Hi. Welcome to the program.
Yeah. Regarding the journalists, one of the problems I think they face is that information is not forthcoming. You go to certain departments, whether in the government or whatnot, and everybody is like keeping quiet. So how could the journalists do their job? I mean, if you're not investigative reporting, means you have to get information from the relevant sources. And it seems to me that they're not getting it. Most of the departments, as I said earlier, are just saying no comment. I think, well, how could you report anything? I agree with Mr. Rollo with the fact about the Constitution. Yes, you could dig that up and report on it, but that is not so important. What we want is the journalist has to go out, and that is one of the problems. They don't go out. They wait for somebody to call them to tell them some news is happening. They need to go out in the field and find out and investigate. But hopefully, as I said, the investigation is not not going to come because everybody keeps everything quiet. They don't want to talk or they don't want to give you information. So if you don't get any information, you can't do your job.
Okay.
That's about it.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. All right. Innocent, we need some documentaries or hit pieces from you guys. A good place to start is NNP Succession Fiasco. All right. Okay. It's 50 seconds away from 8 o'clock. At 8, you know we've got to join the BBC. So I think that this is going to be our final caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome. You've got to be brief.
Brother, good morning.
Welcome.
I will be very quick. I'm not on the media, although the media could read. They could read very good. Concerning a piece of road by Progress Park, after you leave Grenville coming up, there is a black and white railing. The water, the river water is right under the road. Not under the railing, right under the road. So those big truck and them that coming up and they passing more on the side of the railing, any day that piece of road will collapse. I want Mr. Toes and Mr. Blash and them to come and watch that piece of road by the black railing just before you enter Telescope from Progress Park.
Okay.
Have a good day, my brother.
You too. Love you. Bye-bye.
Take it into consideration.
Good, nice. Thanks. Folks, that is where we've got to wrap it up this morning. Thank you very much for your participation. Again, thanks to the Roberts for sharing with us on Sailing Week, and we will be passing on more information for you. Thank you, and that's the end of the program for this morning. Bye-bye.